we've seen yesterday. So Chinese Taipei, they have to do something different.
I mean, look, they got double coaching, dude. That's not fair.
Well, one is
I
a
want double
translator.
coaching.
One is a translator, but he has that cool pocket square. We got the Korean team there, very focused, looking at all their notes. The key that I love about Korea is their band draft stage is so intentional. They know exactly what to pick, and their scud play has been amazing. So Chinese Taipei, they have to make sure they don't fall into that Lindis first pick again and playing it into a Violet and getting decimated. And Neil and Benny having the most deaths on their team yesterday, that's something that they also need to figure out when it comes to team fights.
Exactly. Yesterday when these two teams met, Neil had Lindis every single game, while they gave Rush on Korea's side Violet every single game. And that was kind of the key because, you know, we saw Neil later on in the day using Violet to great effect.
Yeah, if you look at Korea's stats against Chinese Taipei, every single member of that team averaged about 1 death or less. For Chinese Taipei, they averaged 2 to 3 deaths per game on average against Korea. So that is a sign that Korea just plays much more strategically. And Chinese Taipei, a little over-eager, trying to pick fights that they just didn't win yesterday.
Yeah, that's definitely been one of the strengths from Korea. But here we go. You see the first ban coming out of Korea this time going to be Teamy.
Yeah, the good news, Omen being banned here. The good news is Chinese Taipei is on the red side. When they played the blue side yesterday, they lost 4 out of 6 match games on the blue side. So red is giving me some hope for Chinese Taipei here.
It's pretty funny because they're ruining our stats for blue side always winning.
Yeah, exactly. But you see the Grak, the Teamy ban, the RM, the Superman should come out as well. Zenio is also a priority ban. We saw Chinese Taipei ban consistently Omen, Zenio, Teamy, and also Rourke against China. But I feel like that target ban here for Chinese Taipei needs to be one directed at one of the members of Korea.
Yeah, I'm very, very curious. This ban phase is a little bit different because the sides are swapped, of course. So ARM coming out now for Korea on the ban side. What is Chinese Taipei going to ban last year?
Yeah,
is it going to be that Zenio?
Maybe Chognar, maybe Zenio. There's a lot of support picks here. Maybe even Alice, because Korea, they have banned all of the best supports in the game there. That is the 3 top supports. So Alice, Chognar, there's Ormar. There's a few good supports left, but not many. So let's see if that Chognar or that Zenio ban will come out.
And it is, in fact, going to be the Zenio ban and Chognar.
There's Chognar. Yeah, the meta
pick.
has shifted. I've done a little bit of my homework, you know, studying these drafts. So Chognar has been a very popular pick. He actually had a 30% or so win rate in the group stages. The fact that these teams are pulling him out and winning more often just shows how well they're fitting Chognar into all of their strategies. So you definitely need to take Alice here because Chognar and Alice was such a good combo that we see a lot of the teams play recently.
At the same time, isn't Chognar supposed to be a mini counter to Alice? So picking an Alice into a Chognar is kind of weird, right?
Yeah, but Alice late game is still a better late game support than Chognar. Although Chognar does have that counter, he does have that buff recently in the patch where his Chaos Protection is a 1-second counter CC. So that counters Alice pretty well, but Alice, I feel, still has that sunshine. She can still scale harder and stronger into the late game phase.
And you see here, Chinese Taipei did pick up the Scud this time, you know, so they're going to take that away from Korea this game.
Yeah, Korea, very smart draft. I love Lindis and Flash because we know Flash counters Violet so well. Violet does well into Lindis, but if you have the Flash, he was not being picked as much because Violet just wasn't being played as much. But we know that the Flash is such a strong mage into a squishy marksman like Violet because he can just go in there with his long range, cast the Cyclone, CC here with the Vacuum, and then they can all jump onto the Violet. So let's see if Chinese Taipei will opt for the Violet here. So them getting Scud and Irie is very good for Chinese Taipei. So I feel like their pick here should be one of their mages like Crixie, but they're actually going to go for Violet.
Yeah, very interesting choice here. They don't have to pick the Violet now, of course. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. I kind of would like to see the Crixie come out maybe. We've seen Crixie and Alice played together very well.
There we go. Violet, Crixie will be picked up. They're going to give the Irie over to Korea, though. Or they're going to switch over to Liliana. Again, I like Star and Liliana better. He is the best Liliana player in this World Cup, probably. We see him make so many plays on Liliana throughout his career. So I like the pick. And Neo on Violet has been phenomenal. I love this matchup because last time his Lindis was destroyed by Rush's Violet. So this is a counter matchup that we saw from yesterday.
Yeah, this is a very different matchup that we saw yesterday. And you know, you mentioned the Star play with Liliana. You know, yesterday Star tried Liliana, he tried Crixie, and he tried Flash. None of them worked out for him. He had probably the worst series we've seen out of Star.
Yeah, this is my fear here. Ari and Malik can engage so hard with their ultimates, the Shock and the Ryu, and then you have Chognar's Chaos Protection, and you have Flash's Cyclone. That is a devastating combo that they can just get onto the Violet, and the Hissy Fit will not be effective because Chognar can counter it with that Chaos Protection. However, they do have Scud, but if he uses his ultimate, the Wild Beast Fury, within that Chaos Protection, it will not work and knock back anyone. So Violet and Liliana will be very susceptible to the dive composition that Korea has picked here.
Yeah, the key will be here to see if that Scud can maybe flank from a different angle, you know, catch the Chognar out of position and get to that back line and find that Lindis, find that Flash.
Yeah, what they need to pick here is probably either the Kilgroth or someone super dominant inside lane, but they're gonna go with the Max here. Max, as we know, is very strong into a marksman composition. His liftoff ultimate is global. It gives you vision of the entire map and allows you to get onto the backline, onto Rush. So let's see how they're gonna play this Max, but it comes down to team synergy. If Max goes in, your team needs to go in as well.
Yeah, most definitely. And this is the first time we're seeing Max come out here in the entire semifinals, actually. I'm not even sure we saw Max in the group stage.
Yeah, again, the meta has shifted back. This is what I love about the World Cup. So many new picks. The meta shifts and goes back and forth. And Max was a very dominant pick a few months ago in the patch releases. And he fell off because the other side laners got the buff. We don't even see Lu Bu being picked. Lu Bu was one of the best side laners being picked constantly. And now we see Scud rising up into the meta here and him being picked so often almost every single game.
Yeah, this is a very different team structure. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. And there you see the coaches going. They're going to shake hands. It's about time to get it on, folks. It's going to be a best of 5, and the loser will be eliminated and go home with 3rd place.
Yeah, and look at that World Cup trophy, shiny with gold there. That's what they're aiming for. That's what they're looking at. They want to be the team that ends up holding that trophy at the very end to declare themselves as the first ever Arena of Valor World Cup champions. They are playing for their region. This is do or die. Chinese Taipei has to win the first game because their mental fortitude can be affected if they lose that first game. We saw that happen yesterday. So they have to win this first game to beat Korea.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, I'm so curious to see it. Like you mentioned, the CC combination out of Korea here is going to be so deadly against Chinese Taipei. But I think the wild factor here is definitely this Max pick. And here we go. Game number 1. Elimination bracket.
Yeah, this is do or die. Will Korea destroy Chinese Taipei like they did yesterday? Or will Chinese Taipei teach Korea a lesson and serve their revenge cold?
Oh boy, and Benny getting caught out a little bit early here. You see the nice pokes coming out of Neil. They're not going to let them invade the jungle that easily. Yeah,
definitely here. Benny is going to be a key hero that I'm going to be looking at here. His positioning will be critical because he tends to overextend, get caught out, and give a lot of deaths over to the enemy team. Benny had probably the highest death along with Neo in a lot of the matches.
Uh-oh,
there we
Benny.
go again.
Yeah, he got caught out early. They're waiting for him. And look at this Mach speed punch. Oh my goodness, so much damage. Benny, half his life just taken off.
Yeah, I like this dual clear though. Star and Neo clearing jungle together to get a faster rotation, but Korea consistently exerting more river control and river dominance, allowing them to make these picks, push into their enemy's jungle and put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, look at this challenge in front of Korea over this red buff. They're going to dive into Neil, and Neil still able to get that red golem. Benny trying to come around to land that sunshine, but not going to get it.
Yeah, what a beautiful spin there by Sun, getting 3 people stunned, stopping their advance in their tracks. What a nice rotation. They're able to steal that Might Golem from Chinese Taipei, but right now the gold is pretty even. But we'll see if Lindis can take it away because that is the win condition for Korea. Lindis has to take this game away early and mid game. Otherwise, Violet will scale too hard into the late game.
And you see 4-man from Chinese Taipei sitting here at the mid lane, potentially rotating down to that Abyssal Dragon area because you see it's going to be respawning in just about 12 seconds now. So they kind of have better river control. Looking to see here if Korea is going to rotate down towards them.
Yeah, there are 3 things I look for the top teams. Is number 1 is map pressure, 2 is understanding their win conditions, and 3 is the team fighting. That is the late game focus and comboing. And right now, the map pressure is being won by Chinese Taipei, which is looking really solid for it. Before, they lost complete map control against Korea, and that is a critical component of making sure you win these key objectives.
Yes, definitely. Without a doubt, you see the friendship bubble there from Benny. Can help speed up his teammates to try to clear out the jungle just a little bit faster. But actually, nobody went for that Abyssal Dragon, so it's still available.
Yeah, it is very risky. You have to target the Abyssal Dragon. If you know the enemy team is on the other side of the map, or you're able to gank the side lane, get someone low, and have an advantage. That's the only time you should try to take the Abyssal Dragon, because if you take it and the enemy steals it and gets kills on top of that, that is a huge lose-lose scenario for your team.
Yeah, a much slower start here compared to what we've seen out of these two teams in the past. And man, I am so curious to see what Yuzon's going to be able to do with this Max, because like we mentioned, we haven't seen a Max in such a long time here.
Yeah, that liftoff ultimate is going to be critical from the Max here. And look at the Ari using the Ryu ultimate, landing on Yuzon.
Oh boy, yeah, Yuzon is in a bit of trouble here. 3 men on him, he might be first blood, he will be the Sun! And now Neil and Benny trying to get some damage out, but not enough to matter. 1-0 in favor of Korea.
Yeah, this is something I called yesterday. Yuzon, you are getting caught out every single time. Korea is predicting your aggression. You're constantly pushing the lane when you should not be if your team is across the other side of the map. He needs to watch out because Korea is taking advantage of Yuzon. They know that Chinese Taipei's win condition as a team is for Yuzon to get ahead, to push his lane, and they're constantly punishing him every single time.
Exactly. Yesterday we saw it. They shut down Yuzon, they shut down Benny, and they shut down Star. And even Neil as well. So this time they're focusing on Yuzon again. Yeah,
Yuzon needs to back up, but nice poke there on J-Jack. They have the advantage. This is Chinese Taipei's chance to get the Abyssal Dragon here. Yuzon needs to play safe under his tower, and they should try to shove the Dragon, because pushing the tower is not going to do much. You have an advantage. You got J-Jack pretty low. You should rotate to that Abyssal Dragon now, but it's too late.
Yeah, it's definitely too late. You see Korea already posturing down below. They're ready to defend that Abyssal Dragon if need be. We're just pulling out the aggro, pulling that Dragon away from its pit. And now a little poke coming up from Hawk against Star. It's going to be something we're going to see throughout the game. Just that super speed from the Flash into that Mach Punch is just such a good poke tool.
Yeah, definitely. Their Flash is going to be a game-changing. They are level 4, level 5 now. This is critical. Rush is level 7. Neo at level 6. They got to make sure they secure this Dragon, otherwise it's going to be too late.
Yeah, big spike, and oh my gosh, Rush going to get the kill on the Abyssal Dragon. And now Chase is in a bit of trouble. Can they close him out? They're not going to be able to do it. And Big Cyclone goes down underneath the tower. And another one falls. Wins is in trouble. Neil backing out. And that is going to be another one down. Oh my goodness. Right now, Korea up 2-0.
Yeah, again, you cannot take the Abyssal Dragon if you don't have the advantage. Now you're also losing Red Mine, but what a beautiful dive there by Hack, landing a clutch Cyclone onto Neil. We talked about why Flash is so good into a marksman. This is exactly why. This is why Flash is coming back into the meta. We had not seen him being picked. Crixie was prioritized over him, and Flash was not even banned or picked, and it's awesome to see him come right back into the meta because we forgot how strong a great Flash really is.
Yeah, with that, and now again, they're diving in on Yuzon underneath that tower. Yuzon's in trouble. He's going to go down again. Make it 3 kills now for Korea. The goal lead is climbing, folks.
Yeah, this is a repeat of yesterday. Yuzon is getting shut down. They are rotating very decisively against Chinese Taipei, catching them off guard when they're trying to take these objectives. Korea just has the better map pressure and the better rotations right now for them to take advantage of Chinese Taipei's mistakes here.
And you can see now Chaser, he's been pushing up that bottom lane so well. And even when they fought at the Abyssal Dragon before, that shock that came down from Chaser is what displaced everybody and allowed China or Korea to get that Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, let's see if Benny can make a difference here with his Hissy Fit, because that's going to be key. But we know J-Jack has that Chaos protection. Look at the gold difference there. 3,000 gold already on to Rush. He is in the lead, in the level lead as well. Lindis is starting to take this game away.
And you can see Yuzon's stats down here at the bottom. It's almost 7,000 gold per match in the semifinals.
Yeah,
that's about his average.
That's something that he needs to keep up, though. Against Korea, he fell short of that. That average gold per minute has dropped for him in the matches in Korea because he had so many deaths. First blood was something he gave over multiple times, and he did it again in this game.
Oh, Benny, he's in big trouble. He laid down the Hissy Fit to try to protect, but a Cyclone going to get him out. And now Star's in deep trouble as well. And another kill for Korea. Just 1 kill at a time. They got the jungle timer down there, so they knew that red gold was coming up. They knew everyone from Chinese Taipei was going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. What a great call out there, Rip, because the jungle respawns every 90 seconds, and Korea knows that 4-man rotation, catching, again, Benny in the wrong position there. That's the weakness of Alice. If you engage on her, she is not the tankiest support. She is actually a good target to focus for your team if she gets caught out like that.
And you see Sun here with the Irie getting that first tower of the game for Korea as well. Goal lead now exactly 3,000 plus the 4-0 kill lead. And now Star might be a little bit of trouble. They're going to dive in on him. He's getting chunked down. He's eliminated. And oh my gosh, the shot came down as well. Wins chunking people.
Yeah, Wins there going in there as Scud, but he's not able to secure a kill. That is what Scud needs to do. The team needed to follow up. Wins had such a good engage, getting rushed so low. The rest of the team needed to focus the Lindis and kill rush, and they could have won that fight, but instead they let Scud go in by himself, and Korea was able to focus him because once Scud goes in, he can't really go out. They have to follow up. Chinese Taipei, you have to focus as a team. Your team fighting needs to be solid for you to beat Korea.
Yeah, and because of that team fight, you saw it there on your screen. Another tower lost for Chinese Taipei, so now Korea up 2 towers and 6 kills. This is a terrible start for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, they still have a chance to come back though. Violet can scale into the late game here. It is 8 minutes, only 2 Abyssal Dragons taken by Korea. It is about a 5k gold lead for Korea. So it's not as bad as it seems. So Chinese Taipei can put together, but again, it comes down to their team fighting. They have to focus and combo as a team, and their lack of focus is really hurting them yesterday and in this game as well.
Yeah, you see both Rush and Sun, they are 5 of those 6 kills, so they are way ahead, and those are the damage dealers on their team.
Yeah, what concerns me is the 6-0. We saw Korea, they barely give over any deaths. If they're not giving over any deaths, we know that they have full and complete control of the game with 0 deaths on their side. Look at that, they know that it's risky to try to rush this Darkslayer. They drop it and back off. This is how smart they are. They understand when to take an objective and when to take a fight. So Chinese Taipei needs to learn from this and make sure that they are also making decisions, but their decision making has to be better than Korea's.
And a little early hissy fit there from Benny. And now Win's gonna have the Furious Charge out of there, but man, look at the damage he's taking just to retreat back to his tower.
Yeah, we saw Thailand yesterday. They can counter Scud easily. They did not pick Scud, and they won against Scud every time because they know how to basically counter-engage a Scud. He does not have that much defense, and he's squishy. And look at this. The Darkslayer will be taken by Korea.
Yeah, Darkslayer, 30% attack damage and magic damage on top of everything else for 90 seconds. This is looking really bad right now. What is Korea going to do with this buff?
Yeah, Korea is going to try to push at least 3 or 4 towers. The key is Chinese Taipei cannot give a death. If they give a death over, that's going to give too much map pressure. And looks like Yuzhan is going to go ahead and die again here, and that is not a good look for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, beautiful rotation from Korea, moving on down to that bot lane, getting Yuzhan out of position yet again.
I would love Yuzhan to use his ultimate more. Liftoff gives vision of the entire map. It gives you global vision like a satellite. It tells you exactly where your opponents are. He needs to use that more often to avoid getting ganked like that. Max should not get ganked and rotate like that.
Yeah, and Sun went in deep that time, takes out Neil. And man, Korea, they are feeling pretty confident. Big shot goes down, chasing between the towers. They have no care in the world right now. They are so confident. They are so far ahead.
Yeah, I love how Korea plays. They cut right in the middle of the wave behind the tower to get these kills, and Wins is in a really tough spot. He's gonna fall, and look at the burst damage coming from Rush and a hack there. That combo is so deadly.
Oh my goodness, Korea just doing whatever they want right now. Another tower short, why not? Make it 5 for us. 30k gold to 22.8 right now at this 10-minute mark.
Yeah, hey, 5 towers for a Darkslayer, that's not bad at all, but Chinese Taipei did get 1 kill.
Oh man,
can celebrate that at least.
Yeah, and here goes the first high ground tower as well. Everything just falling apart for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, we have not seen Max make any difference here. This is why I would love that Kilgrothen said Max has not done anything with this ultimate. His liftoff has not been a game changer. He just used it here, so he needs to fly across the map now. Yep, he's gonna do that. And he's gonna fly to
Look at the
safety.
damage. She tried to shadow dash with him just to get him dead before he even got out of there.
Yeah, he unfortunately had to use it defensively and get out there. You want to use that ult aggressively on the offense, but they're so behind, you just can't. Level 14, level 15 versus level 11s and 12s. Chinese Taipei, they are looking pretty rough now. You can see the expression on Yuzhan's face. It's like yesterday, they're starting to lose hope a little bit. They're not communicating as much, and they have to make sure they get back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very difficult in this game, but it's not impossible. We've seen Thailand make crazy comebacks against Korea themselves multiple games in a row.
Yeah, they got to get Jack to pull that fan out. I think that's the only way to beat Korea here. That's the only way to upset Korea. Make them sweat, make them pressure, make them make mistakes like Thailand did, and that's what Chinese Taipei need to do. They were so confident going into the matchup yesterday that they thought they had Korea figure it out, and it looks like they still do not.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to make Jack sweat. He's a Chogner out there. He's got that chaos protection with the fan, you know, he keeps everything cool.
Yeah, let's see. Hack is so fed too. Look at his build. He has 6 assists. He has Hekates. He has his Orber Magi. He is going to do so much burst damage when he finishes his 3rd tier 3 item. That is going to be a big damage source for Korea.
Yeah, and now with this high ground tower, you see the super minions starting to come in, and all the other towers, all the tier 2 towers have been eliminated. So just 2 high ground towers remain for Chinese Taipei, and Korea taking the time here, just eliminating the wave out of every single lane so they can continue pressure.
Yeah, the good news is they have pretty good wave clear. They have the Scud, they have the Leon, they have the Violet, can clear out the waves really quick, but they can make sure they don't die under this tower here.
Oh, Hawk going in, trying to clean it up. Sun trying to clean it up. No one wins, able to get out of there.
Just keep clearing the waves and turtling here. Get rid of that wave. There we go. Violet and Alice and Liliana are really good as a team to clear out the waves. They gotta just hold on to those 2 high ground towers and keep clearing the wave just like they are. They cannot die though. If they die, Korea is gonna use that as an advantage to get additional kills and end the game.
Yeah, but they're not doing much damage to Korea every time. You know, they're clearing the waves, but Korea's able to just sit out here and wait for the next wave each time.
Yeah, keep clearing the wave out. Neo's got to get to his late game form there, get to that level 15, get 3 tier 3 damage items, and then make sure his positioning is perfect in these fights and do a lot of poke damage because he can outpoke everyone on Korea's team except for Hack.
Yeah, got to be careful here. And Yuzan, he just used his ultimate a second ago just to get some vision, also to move around, clear out the wave faster, and now protecting that top lane again.
Yeah, you can see Korea is being very patient there. They're waiting for Chinese Taipei to overextend, but they know Wynn's finishing on the arms there. That's going to give Scud so much burst damage. However, the build from Rush is so smart. Frost Cape is going to give him some sustain, some armor there, but look at this.
Uh-oh. Yeah, big shot comes out. Yuzan, he's going to get eliminated there, and that's 1 down for Chinese Taipei. Korea now could maybe make some moves. 4v5.
Again, Yuzan in a bad position. Wrong place, wrong time, my friend.
Yeah, a little poke there from Hawk. See him always poking with that flash, and they're just taking a little hit at a time on that tower. Another 25 seconds before Yuzan even respawns.
Yeah, they're gonna come in early here, but wow, look at this damage on.
Oh my God, the big cyclone! Hawk is taking everyone out. He gets 2 of them underneath the towers, and finally Wynn's able to close it out. But that's another 2 down for Chinese Taipei. They got 3 down, 10 seconds before Yuzan responds.
Yeah, that was a 2 versus 3 there. Hack, like I said, Flash is so good into a marksman. He executed his combo to a T, getting those kills, and now allowing Korea to put so much pressure into the base now.
Yeah, Korea's got to be careful here. We saw them get wiped out before, but oh my gosh, and now what's going to happen? Wynn's going to fall. Yuzan, the last one standing now, and it's looking like this game 1 is going to go to Korea. That will be the core, and that'll be game number 1. Korea continuing where they left off yesterday, 1-0.
Yeah, 7 kills onto Neo there. They played Lindis and the Flash combo so well, knowing that Violet would have been picked. And look at Jack, he is celebrating, the captain of his team, the shot caller. He is the reason why they're basically pulling off all these amazing rotations, catching Chinese Taipei in top lane at Abyssal Dragon. Yuzan there needs to refocus. He knows he gave a lot of deaths over. He's got to stop doing that and make sure that he counters the aggression from Korea and doesn't play into it.
Yeah, and here we see the stat screen, 7-0 from Rush. They're impressive stuff as we would expect of them. And of course, Flash with Hawk, that double kill at the end. That's the only 2 kills he got in the entire game.
Like I said, Flash is so good against Violet, so that's why it's interesting for them to pick up the Violet. They need to rethink their draft, because honestly, Korea has been out-drafting them every single time. Jack though, 11 assists, and look at the kill participation, 85%, and Rush, Jack and Rush just on the same page this game, doing so well.
Yeah, and even Sun in that top lane, holding back Yuzan so well with that Irie, doing so much damage to him. And just that match was really ineffective this entire game.
Yeah, Yuzan took the most damage that game. 26% of the total damage taken was onto Yuzan. So he's got to be careful. And look, Benny getting caught out again. Like I said, this is something they got to be careful of here. They have to combo. This is where Wins had to play. He went in, and they needed to follow up. And again, they're playing like they're playing from behind every single time. They need to take these chances, these windows of opportunity, and capitalize them, jump through it, get these kills back, because only getting 1 kill against Korea at 10 minutes is looking really rough for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, you see the post-game breakdown here, just 2 kills in total, and only one of those came at the very end of the game when they're trying to base rush at the end to just end the game. But man, Korea looking dominant just like yesterday. Look at that. Total Tower, Abyssal Dragon, and Dark Slayer control there. None of them for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, again, I don't understand the max pick. I have not seen Yuzan play much max at all. I would love to see him on a more aggressive split pusher like a Kilgroth or even Lubu, honestly, because we see how good his Lubu is. The max just did not work well for Chinese Taipei, and the Flash, Hack's Flash, just countered Neo's Violet so well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. What would you suggest as a potential counter to the Flash if you have a Violet on your team?
Yeah, the only way to counter that is Alice needs to drop the Hissy Fit as soon as he jumps in, so that it silences him, it slows him, and then they need to burst him down instantly. That's their only chance there. They have to catch him through that super speed. But Flash is so fast, so slippery. They have to catch him before he casts that Cyclone, because when he casts that Cyclone, he cannot be targeted. He's pretty much invulnerable. Then he can just flicker on top of the Violet, and then she's caught into all that burst damage. And with no magic defense, Flash, you're like butter to him.
And we saw him just diving past the tower at the core. He's like, whatever, I'm just going to cycle in here between everything. I don't care if I die, whatever. I'm the fastest man alive. Yeah,
we saw how Korea has been shifting back the meta when they played the Scud into Thailand. They lost with the Scud, and they went to try to revert back into the Violet compositions that they were used to. So it's great to see, you know, Chinese Taipei picking up the Violet, but they have to shift even further, because Korea is just so ahead of them when it comes to the meta game. So they have to get a good draft that counters the meta composition that Korea likes to run.
And this time, Chinese Taipei going to be back on that blue side. What did you say? They lost 5 out of 7 games on the blue side yesterday?
Yeah, 4 out of 6.
Ugh.
So not looking good for them in terms of statistics, but against Korea in general, not looking good for them. This is 4-0 now. And look at Korea, they're saying he hasn't put out his fan yet. That's the one indicator I'm looking for against Korea here. But Chinese Taipei, their hopes and spirits are down. They have to make sure they are communicating and working together as a team here. We're going to see Omen, Zenio, typical bans. The draft has not changed. If you look at Chinese Taipei, they've always banned Teamy, Zenio, Omen every single time. It's so predictable on the A side. They literally ban Omen, Zenio, Teamy almost every single time. And that means Korea has a draft for them.
Yeah, yesterday in Game 3, they switched it up just a little bit by swapping the Teamy for a Chognar ban, and which gave them a Teamy, which
don't ban Omen. First pick that Omen like you did yesterday against China. Do not ban that Omen. Ban something else. Take off Scud or something. Ban the Chognar. Make sure you take Omen as a first pick. Don't ban against yourself.
Let's see what they do. And they banned the Omen. Man, are you just trying to help them out?
You got to change up your strategy. What didn't work yesterday and what didn't work today probably won't work again another try.
That's such an interesting choice. They're banning the Omen when you have the potential to first pick him.
Yeah, and when they first picked Omen, that was the decisive game that they won against China. What are you guys doing? Give Yuzan Omen. Why ban away the best side laner? Force Korea to ban him so you can pick the Grak. Like, get yourself in a good position and give Yuzan the hero that he can carry on, because the heroes that he has been playing has not been working out into Korea's composition.
Yeah, instead, this time they get the Chognar as first pick to take that away from Korea.
Chognar, a good pick. We'll see Korea. They're probably going to take the Alice here, because, again, if you give Alice Chognar to Chinese Taipei, that's a really, really strong combination. So let's create. They have to take Scud here. They're definitely going to take Scud. I would love to see Chinese Taipei do what Thailand did against them and basically counter against that Scud pick and pick heroes that can burst him down and basically destroy him when he tries to dive into their carries.
We've definitely seen Korea come out with a strategy to try to focus on Yuzan, right? So what is a good side laner to kind of survive, you know, when you get jumped on by 2 or 3 heroes at the same time.
And look at that, such a smart pick there, the Flash. I would love to see them honestly pick Crixie. We know Crixie works really well in Flash. I like the Scud pick here. We know Wind has a pretty strong Scud. I would definitely pick up the Scud. I wouldn't pick Lindis here. Try to take the other side laner like Irie, really strong side laner there, or even Kilgrod. Put Yuzon on a hero that is super strong in side lane that he can carry on. So I'd love to see an Irie being picked up. Don't pick that Malik. And wait, Korea might pick Malik though, Malik Alice, but honestly, I think Irie is better. You need to give Yuzon a hero he can carry on because Max has not worked. Malik hasn't really worked for Chinese Taipei either. And they have Chognar, so they don't have to worry about the Alice Malik combo. They have Chognar. Pick up that Irie here because that is basically reverse picking what they fell to in the first game. I don't like the Crixie pick here. There's no reason to pick Crixie right now.
Yeah, Crixie has really seemed to fallen off since the quarterfinals, right? We saw a lot of Crixie come out there, but then since the semifinals, Crixie really has not been very effective.
Yeah, Crixie has a high win rate too until we reach the semifinals and the finals here. So let's see how Crixie will play. They should pick up with Crixie here. They can't really pick a dive comp. They could pick up Rourke into the Alice because you have Chognar, so it might work. But they have to win the early game. We know that Chinese Taipei's early game is actually weaker than Korea's. So rather than play a composition that scales better into the late game, Irie will probably be picked up here. Or they might go for the Malik. We'll see what they're going to pick up. But I think Irie makes a lot of sense for Korea. They play Irie so well. So much engage and disengage with her spin and her Ryu ultimate. So flexible as a hero. Love that Irie is seeing so much more play, and boom, Irie will be picked up here. That's why Chinese Taipei should have picked up that Irie right there.
Irie plus the flash combo to get to your backline sounds just deadly. I don't even want to imagine what's going to happen here to Chinese Taipei. Who are they going to pick up here?
Okay, so Mina could serve as good protection. If Irie and all them go in, Mina can use that Dark to win, but Irie has Ryu. It removes control effects on her. And that is something that can counter the Mina, actually. So they got to make sure they protect Neo Slim. And Neo has an amazing Slims, actually. So I'm really happy with this pick. I think his Slims is probably better than his Violet.
Yeah, exactly. We saw his Slims come out yesterday. Very effective. But really, you know, none of these are going to matter. I mean, you saw last game, the score was like 15-2 in kills, right? So they've got to make opportunities where they can get those kills for that Slims.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know about the Mina, though. I'm not a big fan of Mina. They can probably try to use Chognar as a support and maybe pick up like a Malik as well here and then make the Chognar support, but instead they're not going to do that. And Zill, I don't think Zill will be picked up here. I doubt it.
You never know with Korea, man. Korea is the team that would randomly pick something like a Zill.
Yeah, Korea have shown us they can play anything. They played Preda yesterday. They played Natalia and was successful with it. So let's see if this Zill does come out. That's going to be a double mage composition, which actually works really well with Alice there. So that's a side lane mage. It'll be a jungle Lindis here. So I actually really like that composition because Zill, he loves to get in there. And if Mina tries to cast Dark Dominion, Tornado makes him immune to any damage. He cannot be targeted. He cannot be damaged when he's using that Tornado ultimate. And that is a devastating magic damage there, ultimate. But Malice, Alice will be picked up here. This is good for Chinese Taipei because Chognar is a pretty good counter to that combo.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. It looks like they are going to be locked in. This is going to be game number 2 coming your way soon. And it looks like Yuzon will be on the Scud. Wins will be on the Chognar. Benny on that Mina. So damage dealers for Chinese Taipei will be Neil and Star. Yeah,
definitely here. And they can make their composition work. It's going to come down to map pressure. Again, Korea just is much better at map control and exerting map pressure, converting those map rotations onto kills onto Yuzon. So I'm going to watch Yuzon very closely. I like that he is on Scud, though. That is a hero that can carry and make plays. So Yuzon, and we've seen him actually play Scud really well in terms of coming in to clean up fights. So the key is he going to get caught and give first blood again? And is he going to die 3 or 4 times in this game?
Yeah, that is the question. Yesterday when these teams played, Yuzon did not get the Scud ever, actually. They actually didn't allow it. He had Irie, Kilgroth, and Lubu.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see what is going to work for Chinese Taipei. Because again, they averaged 3 deaths for most of the players on Chinese Taipei against Korea. And they cannot do that. Korea averaged less than 1 death for every member on their team there. And you saw last game, they only gave over 2 deaths the entire game. And that's how good and calculating of a team Korea is.
And you can see all the players there were in deep concentration on the Chinese Taipei side. So much on the line here in the elimination bracket. They are down 0-1 in this best of 5. Man, this is a lot riding on this match. They cannot go down 0-2. Not again.
Yeah, it's going to be devastating to fall 0-2, and that is going to put so much mental pressure on you. Nerves are on the edge right now. You know, I've been on that stage competing in a semifinal or finals match, and so much pressure can get to you. If you think about the pressure, it will get to you. You have to think about winning. You have to think about what you need to do for yourself and your teammates to make sure you help your team get ahead.
Yeah, Korea feeling comfortable now invading this jungle. Same thing happening to their jungle though. And you see Wins here trying to disrupt them just a little bit, but it looks like Rush is going to get that red golem with his Lindis.
Yeah, they're going to just trade jungles here. Everything's going pretty good for Chinese Taipei here. Benny's going to go ahead and try to help take that jungle.
Yeah, and speaking of Benny, you see 39 total assists in the semifinals in these 8 games. That's actually a little bit low for him.
Yeah, it is a little low. Benny actually coming into the semifinals, he had the 2nd highest assist in the World Cup from the group stage and quarterfinals. And look at that timing. They're very patient. They're able to get it. So that's good. Looking good for Chinese Taipei. They're ahead slightly in gold right now. And let's see if they can keep that gold lead.
Exactly. You see Sun here back on this Irie. That's going to be such a problem for them, actually, if this gets to keep up. Yuzan, I'm so curious to see how he does up there against this Irie and whether or not he's actually going to be able to survive and have some visibility to prevent the ganks that have been coming his way. Yeah,
and Yuzan losing to Sun here. Honestly, the Korean side laners, Sun and Chaser, have been so impressive. They're the ones that told us side laners matter, and Chaser and Sun have definitely showed how great they are. Look at, they win the side lane, they take the Vision Seagull. That's going to potentially help Sun get ahead of Yuzan, and that's not what Yuzan wants.
Now look at Benny here, chasing after J-Jack. Just misses the dead side though. He had Neil and Star ready in the back to put some damage down on him if it happened. Oh, beautiful Nature's Wrath though. J-Jack might be in a little bit of trouble, but Haki's ready there to defend as well, and they're gonna have to retreat. Yeah, that was a huge misplay actually. A nice engage by Chinese Taipei, but Neo missed the flying spear. Star landed the Nature's Wrath, got that knock up, but the flying spear just whiffed on the right. If he landed that, then Alice would have been dead for sure. That's something they have to make sure they do not make a mistake, especially in the mid to late game team fights. Yeah, we mentioned, you know, yesterday had a slow start for Neil, but at the end of the day, he did much better. So hopefully Neil can put it back together. They are going to go for this Abyssal Dragon here, though. See, Chaser has eyes on it. J-Jack and Rush coming down to try to contest here. And that Abyssal Dragon's moving over, and Neil is going to get it. Here comes the Moonfall. They're going in on Rush and on Chaser. Rush is very low, but able to escape out. Wins now going to get turned on. And oh, he's in big trouble. That'll be first blood for Chaser. Yeah, again, they're not doing the same thing. They should have went with Wins. They had the engage, they had the damage. The Moonfall from Star was perfect, doing so much damage against Korea. And then what happened? Wins is alone by himself. Look at this engage here. Star is going in, Neo's falling up. They should have continued, but Neo goes back instead. He activated his Savage Potion. His ultimate is up, he doesn't use it. Oh my gosh, and now Sun cleaning up in the jungle. Benny and Neil in trouble. They're getting dove on. Hat gets the kill on Neil, and that's going to be 3 kills now for Korea. Yeah, Chinese Taipei is not playing in their element. It seems like Korea is the kryptonite of Chinese Taipei here. They're not making the best decisions, and they have to make sure they remain calm and focus on whatever your teammates are doing. One team needs to do one thing, or else they will continue to fall. Yeah, Korea is low here, but they are going to push on this top tower. You see, there is a potential chance to some Star here, but Haki's in their jungle, causing so much distraction. Yeah, that was so interesting for Neo to activate his ultimate and back up from the fight. You cannot do that. Once you activate your ultimate, you need to use it to its full potential. Savage Potion on Slims is what makes him so powerful. It increases his attack speed. He starts doing damage that is 4% of their target's maximum HP. It is such a strong ultimate that when focused on the right target, and everyone is focused as well, it will destroy that target, and that's what they need to do. They need to focus as a team. Yeah, and Star there with the misplay on the Mischief on the Spirit Sentinel even. They are definitely not in their element right now. Oh, gotta be careful here. Big cleave. Here comes Hack with the damage as well. The Starfall, or the Moonfall for Star, but big shock landing on Neil in the backline. Beautiful stuff for Chaser. Gets Neil out of the picture. And now Benny in trouble. Gonna fall as well to Rush. Man, Korea, so smart. And Chaser, he's always the one disrupting them. Yeah, you see the focus from Korea there. They knew that they wanted to get onto Neil. Everyone focused him, and then Chaser lands a beautiful
beautiful shock ultimate right on top of Neil. He had nowhere to run. He already used his leap of vitality. He had nowhere to really hide. No flicker on him. He has punish. And Neil was basically deleted by Chaser. Again, Chaser making such a difference on Team Korea.
Exactly. He may not be the player with the most kills on the team, but he's always the one making the hugest decisions that help out the team get the victories.
Yeah, right now, Korea is getting a slow and silent. It's the same story as Game 1 and like the games yesterday. 5-0. No kills from Chinese Taipei. Kills matter. Kills is a mental thing. If you're not getting any kills against your opponents, you just feel like you're being choked and completely outclassed, outplayed. So getting kills matter because it shows that you're focusing as a team, you're doing something, you're getting the kills onto your opponents, because not getting any kills, it feels like you're not playing very well.
Yeah, and right now, at least Yuzan, he hasn't died a whole lot. That's a plus side for Chinese Taipei. You know, he was able to escape the gank on him that time up top. And you see he's got some help up here. There's 3 people actually rotating from Chinese Taipei on the top half of the map. You see Jajack and Rush now trying to go in on Star. Star gets caught by the Sunshine and the hits, but he's so low but not able to get the kill. Korea now going to turn on Benny, and Benny, what are you doing out there, buddy? Rush with another kill.
Yeah, Benny sacrificed his life to save his teammate, his dear Star, able to barely come out alive there. And I don't know why Benny continued to engage. He should have just jumped in there and just get out once he cast a Dark Dominion and just used and just try to get out of that situation instead of just continuing to aggress. But that was a 3 versus 1 onto him.
Yeah, that was a rough situation, but coming out of it, Chinese Taipei did get a kill. So, and now they also have a tower, so goal lead, only about a 1.5K goal lead for Korea at the moment.
Yeah, wow, look at the damage.
Oh my God, Yuzan, you're in the wrong place, buddy.
Yuzan, why did you go back in? You were literally 7% health.
I think he saw the Spirit Sentinel and thought it was another hero coming at him, so he ran away from it.
Yeah, that was not the best decision there. They need to back. Every time they're losing, they're giving these deaths over. Korea is suffocating, stealing the jungle, denying their jungle. You can see Korea not really taking their own jungle. They're basically living in Chinese Taipei jungle. That is a double whammy against Chinese Taipei. You got denied your jungle, and basically the jungle of Korea is still up. You're not trading anything, so when Korea goes back to farm their jungle like Russia is doing right now, the level lead will be 2 to 3 levels ahead of you, and you can't really fight back unless they make a really bad mistake.
Exactly, and right now they're trying to get some damage to Sun, but that Shadow and that Spin getting him out of there very easily. Mischief just barely touching Hack that time. And man, right now Korea still in total control of the main.
Yeah, you can see there, like I said, not much of a difference from yesterday. They're not talking. It's the same mental state they had yesterday. They have to communicate and support each other. This is the time to encourage your teammates. Yuzan, you're in a really bad position. He's not able to get the Might Golem, and he will fall here. Might as well commit suicide to the tower. Oh, no, they're going to run away. And they're going to give that kill to
It's a great distraction, at least, right? Is he going to get executed, or they're going to get a hit on him?
Oh, no, Yuzan. Sun is going to be able to take him out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, not the best, but it looks like Chinese Taipei will be able to get the Abyssal Dragon. Man, if they get the Abyssal Dragon snipe, that would be sad, but here we go. Wins and Benny able to push off the team, but here comes Chaser. Korea may actually try to engage on this. They're going to try to chase to the jungle. At least, if they're not going to get an engage, it will at least clear out this jungle in their favor.
Yeah, I'm just shocked at how Chinese Taipei is playing. I mean, I was there at the Asian International Championship back in November 2007. They were playing so well.
Oh my damage! Make it, oh my God, this is crazy. Big Cyclone there. The Moonfall didn't even scare him. Hawk getting another one.
Yeah, they have to expect that Korea does this every single time they're ahead. They're constantly in your jungle, pressuring your jungle, so you have to be careful. You have to make sure you're in that bush giving vision and backing immediately when you see that rotation coming your way.
Yeah, 10-1 now is the kill lead. You see the tower's only 1 apiece though. I mean, this is the difference, right? Yuzan on Chinese Taipei side, he's actually got the top lane tower, so they're 1 for 1 of the towers on the top half of the map. And so maybe now he can start some lane pressure on him.
Yeah, you can see there, looking at both teams, Chinese Taipei is not really communicating as much. And look at that, another
Lunar Champions not having a chance in the world. Their Star gonna fall. That was rough. Oh, Yuzan again too?
Wow.
Oh wow, a double kill for Rush.
Rush, you're a monster on that Lindis. Again, they need to understand rotation strategy. The jungle respawns every 90 seconds. Korea is going to be back in that jungle when it respawns. Try to trade jungles at that time.
Hack is low.
Oh,
and man, the
my
hissy fit
goodness.
coming out. They're going to try to dive in on wins here. Oh, Neil, he's getting jumped, a beautiful escape. And man, Rush is just chunking anybody he wants. Here comes the shock. They're trying to disrupt and get him off of that tower. But Korea gets another 2 kills.
Yeah, what a beautiful sunshine there. Stunning the Chognar, getting the kill onto wins there. What a beautiful play by J-Jack, but Rush is just on a tear right now on this Lindis. He is fed. Look at his damage on his 3 damage on Omni Arms and Rank Breaker. That is so much burst damage with Lindis's Lunar Champion Ultimate 6-0.
Oh my god, look at the damage he's put on Benny. Half-life on the tank just with a few hits. And right now, J-Jack's in trouble start. This is a beautiful turn right here. But oh my gosh, Sun's gonna be in trouble too. Chinese Taipei finally gets some kills, but the big shot comes out. And the cleave to follow it up, and another one falls to Chinese Taipei, and Star barely surviving.
That was a good fight for Chinese Taipei there. 2 for 2 is great when you are behind. They need to keep up that focus. You saw the entire team focus on one target, and Neo activating his ultimate, Savage Potion. Every time he gets a kill and assist, it extends the duration of his ultimate by 3 full seconds. That is how you play Slims. You just keep going aggressive, and they need to keep fighting like that to be able to win these next fights.
Yeah, speaking of aggression, you see Rush right now. He's got like 6 kills and 0 deaths, so he is chilling right now. And now it looks like Korea is going to turn on its Abyssal Dragon. Should be an easy one to get. Chinese Taipei not in position to protect the Dragon and protect the mid lane tower.
Good news, it's an improvement from the last game. They only had 2 kills. Now Chinese Taipei has 3 kills.
50% improvement.
But 15 kills on the side of Korea. They are actually getting even more kills this game than last game.
Yeah, 25% worse. It's not a good look right now. But at the same time, Korea, you know, things can fall apart for them. And as I see Neil and Star come together here, they're starting to get some kills. I got to believe that's building some confidence in them.
Yeah, it is definitely building some confidence. They just need to win a few fights there. Getting a few kills is good for them. They have to communicate. Look at Neil there. He's very focused. He's got to make sure his positioning is perfect. There we go. He's really good with Slims. He understands exactly where his enemy opponent. Look at the hasty fit coming down.
Goodness. And the Cyclone followed up, and the shock. And Benny, can you make it out? Not going to happen. Neil's going to fall as well. Star in trouble. Yuzon coming in late for the disrupt, but he's going to fall as well. And double for Hawk. And now they're not done yet. Star's going to go down one more time. One more down, but finally they get one from Korea. But that's going to be the mid lane tower, potentially the tier 2 tower as well. Korea running through this for a 4-for-1 trade.
Man, they needed wins in that fight there. That was the exact combo I was talking about during draft. Alice Hissy Fit, Malik Shock, and then Hack coming in with the Flash Cyclone. That 3 stun combo was just disgusting to watch. Easily won the fight there, getting 4 kills. Chinese Taipei needs to understand their win conditions. Point number 2 I made, right? Understand the win condition of your enemy team and don't play into it. Wins needed to be there with the Chognar ultimate to save Neo, but he was not, and as a result, such a decisive engage and great combo by Korea.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. And now Korea with that Darkslayer buff as well, gonna look to close out the game very soon here.
Korea might as well name their team the Wombo Combo team because they're so good at team combos. It's insane how well they're playing.
Yeah, that was beautiful stuff. And now Chinese Taipei, they're all working together at least. They're rotating together, trying to get a pick. We see Yuzon, he's starting to split up. He's going to have to rotate back up top, try to defend that tower.
And look at the damage. Ari has Monto Raw. She has the Spear of Long Genius. She has Omni Arms as well. Flash almost going to finish his 4th tier 3 damage item. That guy is going to do so much burst. Definitely watch out for Hack.
Yeah, he's already bursting down wins before that item. So it's going to be very deadly. Here we go. This is the next high ground tower push from Korea. You see Irie down the middle, causing a huge distraction at least. And they're going to try to go in on this Irie, but she's got that Shadow Dash. Not going to be easy to catch her.
Yeah, and look at that. The pressure, the rotation, the movements of Korea, so good. Chaser standing right in front there as Malik because he's so tanky when he gets his barrier up. Perfect positioning here. Look at how they're playing.
That hissy fit lined her on top of everyone just to get him out of there. And now everyone in a little bit of a panic. Here comes the minion wave at the top high ground tower. Meanwhile, at the bottom high ground tower, they got pressure as well. Yuzon, is he going to survive? Not going to make it. Hawk goes in for the kill. Neil gets the pickup as well, though. And that'll be the high ground tower. Can they turn things around here? 3 down for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
It's only Wins and Neil to defend here. 4 up, and the big shot to try to push out Neil even further. He's trying to run. He's trying to defend, but he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to go down, and the triple kill on Hawk. And that'll be the core. And that'll be game number 2 in just a moment. A game number 2 for Korea.
Man, Korea is on a tear. Look at them, just like yesterday, guys. Nothing has changed. It is deja vu. They are smiling, they are high-fiving. No fans are coming up from J-Jack. They are playing so confident. That combo, when they killed Yuz on under tower, was amazing. Neil was able to get so much burst damage on the Linus, and Hack comes from the side, perpendicular, going in there, securing the kill on Yuzon. That type of team fighting is just so impressive to watch from Korea. They are not holding anything back against Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, beautiful stacking of their ultimates there. And there you see the stat screen. MVP on Hawk there, 11-0 with 8 assists as well. And look at Rush right behind him, 8-0 with 10 assists.
Yeah, Yuzon, again, having the most deaths, 7 deaths to his name. They need to refocus here. I feel like, again, they're losing in draft, they're losing map pressure, they're losing in team fight combo. So many things that they need to fix. They just need to refocus. They need to reset. If they had a timeout, this would be a good time to reset and time yourselves out.
I mean, they had an entire night of timeout to think this over. I mean, what is the answer here? I feel like they really haven't found anything.
Again, right there, they could have won that fight.
Exactly.
Neo had his ultimate up. They could have continued to fight with wins there, but every time, Korea is just taking advantage of their mistakes. Honestly, Chinese Taipei, they're beating themselves. They're playing into Korea's win condition every single time. Like the combos, and then the jungle invades. They're always in the jungle when Korea is right there invading, when your jungle's about to respawn. You have to anticipate that and counter the strategy when you're behind. You need to understand, because as a top team, they have been in Korea's position. They have done that to so many teams, so many times. So they need to understand how to play from behind, or else they'll continue to lose.
Man, 24, 5, and 55 assists on the side of Korea. Those are some crazy numbers they're putting up for a 14-minute game. Korea looking dominant, picking up exactly where they left off yesterday with Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, it is now 5-0 for Korea against Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei has yet to take even one game off Korea. Is it going to be a 6-0 sweep here? That is devastating for Chinese Taipei. They have to come back here. They have to reverse sweep here now, because this is their only chance. Otherwise, they go home. Emotions could not be any higher for Chinese Taipei right now.
And of course, yesterday when we had the other elimination bracket match, it was Chinese Taipei versus China. And in that series, Chinese Taipei was up 2-0, but China started to turn things around. They brought it back. They won 2 games in a row, and they sent it to the final game 5. So Chinese Taipei not out of it just yet. They can still have a glimmer of hope. There's still a chance they can pull this back together, but they got to really put a lot of stuff back together.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei, they cannot play like zombies. I feel like they're repeating the same draft. They're repeating the same mistakes, losing map pressure, playing into Korea's win condition, and not comboing and focusing well on team fights. Those are the 3 pillars of a great team, and they have shown us they can do all those 3 against the top teams at the World Cup boot camp and in their league back in Chinese Taipei. They have done this multiple times, and for them to fall against Korea so hard here, they have to get off this zombie state, because I feel like they're just aimlessly not communicating and playing into the enemy's win condition, and just allowing Korea to literally steamroll them.
Yeah, I mean, J-Jack and Chaser have been so effective on Korea's side. Sun and Hawk as well for the damage. And Korea now taking that blue side, or maybe Chinese Taipei, I guess, chose the red side.
Yeah, they better, because again, they have lost on blue side way too often. So make sure they have to switch up their draft here. Of course, you're going to ban Superman on the blue side. You're going to ban Arum. But I feel like you can give Korea Arum. Korea has lost with Arum because Thailand had a perfect composition into that Arum. They're going to ban Omen instead here. So it looks like Omen, Arum, and Superman will be the ban that Chinese Taipei is going to hand over. Korea will most likely take away the Zenio in the blue side here as the second ban.
Yeah, maybe they want to keep that Grak for themselves. Could be something we see out of Korea.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Chinese Taipei will have to ban the Grak. Oh, Korea's going to ban the Grak way and save Chinese Taipei from the draft there. And Arum is going to be like a good ban, as well as Superman. Yep, Superman will be banned here. He's just too strong. Guy has 100%. He's played twice.
Wow,
twice.
And there's the Arum ban from Korea this time.
Oh,
so now
okay.
it's up to Chinese Taipei to ban the Zenio, right?
Yeah, no, this is a great chance for Chinese Taipei to really win the draft here. So if they ban Zenio, that means Korea could potentially first pick, for example, Scud, or they can take the Chognar. Let's see if Chinese Taipei will ban away either, Chognar or Alice. I would love for them to focus on the supports instead. They're going to ban Flash, actually. So I like that, too, actually. That's actually a good... They've switched up their ban a little bit and take away Hack's Flash.
Yeah, very interesting strategy here in Korea. They really love that Chognar pick. And they're probably going to pick that first here. Or maybe they're considering, you know what? They did leave the Zenial on the board. We do have this option. Korea has shown some great victories with that Zenial in the past as well.
Yeah, if they pick Zenial here, Chinese Taipei, they should not play Lindis into here because Lindis will be countered so hard by Zenial Violet here. And I love this draft so far. Chinese Taipei is doing well with Alice Chognar. That's such a strong and well-known composition.
Yeah, exactly. Very rare to get it on the same team. And now Korea going to have to respond. And if you have that Chognar plus the Alice, last time they gave the Chognar the wins, right? They didn't let Yuzan have it.
Yeah, definitely. The Scud will be picked up by Korea here, and they may potentially take Liliana or Crixie, or maybe just take the Violet away here, because Violet would be good because of her range into the Alice and the Chognar. She can keep her distance and stay safe. And Zenial and Scud are so good at protecting Violet. They have so much CC. So they probably will go with Crixie Scud here, or Violet Scud. But Scud definitely needs to be picked up here, or else Chinese Taipei will take it away. Oh, Derek said going to go with Violet Crixie and going to give the Scud to Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, Korea may be a little overconfident now that they have the Zenial. They can play a little bit more squishy, bring out that Angelic Splendor, save the day.
Yeah, this is looking good for Chinese Taipei. They can actually go a dive composition here, because if they pick up a Scud and pick up an Assassin, they're going to go with Lindis. We saw yesterday how Neil's Lindis just was not very effective into Rush's Violet.
Yes, that was every game.
So I do like the Aria. I feel like they should have went full dive comp and just snowball that game, because right now they have Alice, they have Chognar, they have so much CC, so much dive potential here. And if they pick up Malik, they have to pick up Mage, unfortunately. They have to pick up a Mage. Malik is open there for Korea. Korea can pick up the Malik. No, they're going to pick up the Scud instead because they left it open.
Yeah, very interesting draft coming out here for the potential final game of the series. Korea up 2-0 right now in this best of 5. And of course, the winner of this gonna go to the grand finals. The winner of the series is guaranteed at least $100,000 for their team.
Yeah, that is massive. That's basically 20 grand per player. Malik will be picked up instead. This will now leave Chinese Taipei to probably pick up the Liliana. Again, with Flash being banned, there's no really strong mage counter into the Violet. Violet will just tear up, a lot of the mages in the meta. Liliana will probably make the most sense unless they want to throw us off and play Preda.
You literally called it out as they hovered it? That's not fair.
Preda is good here because I like what Preda can do. If Malik and them try to engage, Preda can use the poison gas bomb to push people away and then activate Disciple of the Plague, the ultimate that he has, and then that will bring both of his abilities off the cooldown and use both abilities again, allowing him to use basically 5 abilities in one combo. If Star can pull that off with his team combo, they can win this game. But we saw they have not been comboing very well, so they have to fix that between them. Otherwise, they will fall to Korea.
Well, this is their last chance. They're pulling out all the stops here. The Preda comes out 4-star in this potential final game here in the elimination bracket. Chinese Taipei going with the Irie, the Lindis, Preda, Chognar, and Alice.
Yeah, the good thing about Preda is when you dive into a Preda composition, Preda is so good at casting the Plague Spectre and forcing the enemy team to back away and zone them completely out. It is a huge, huge zoning tool. So I'm looking at Star here because of that Preda being that off-meta pick. He has to be the difference maker. And Yuzan, he needs to get fed. He needs to stop getting caught out and dying. That's what I'm looking for. He needs to minimize the amount of deaths that he's giving and make sure he gets really fed on Irie. The key is if his team has the other side of the map rotating to the other side, he needs to be careful because Korea will probably be rotating to him to counter that rotation.
Yeah, and on the Korea side, you see they've got Mina back on support. They got Malik, Crixie, Violet, and Zenial as well. Boy, Zenial and Mina, that could be so annoying.
Yeah, that could be very annoying indeed. Zenial has the Malice, Malik has that Shock Ultimate, Mina has Dark Dominion, and that Death Stitch can pull you right back into the heat of the fight. Crixie has Nature's Wrath. Korea has a solid combo as well. Both teams have really good combos. But again, the Chognar on wins, he has to be in the right place at the right time. Otherwise, Chognar is basically not doing much against the Malik here. He has to be in the right moment to help his team.
Well, this is potential series point for Korea. You see Chinese Taipei setting up to defend against their jungle, but Korea taking it a little bit more passive this time around.
Yeah, we can't forget that yesterday we saw Preda being picked into Crixie. It is actually a decent counter because Crixie doesn't have mobility. Crixie doesn't have, like Liliana can jump around or flash. Preda can basically use the Poison Gas Bomb to push Crixie towards the team, or when Crixie activates Moonfall, the Poison Gas Bomb can push Crixie away and basically cancel all the damage that Crixie wants to put onto any team.
Wow, but oh my gosh, look at the damage on wins already coming out from Chaser and that Malik.
Yeah, that's why you cannot get close to him. Malik is a special melee character because his range as a melee hero is very far as melee, which means that you have to make sure you understand the limits of his melee attacks and keep your distance, especially when his blade is enchanted, because it does true damage. You cannot get hit. As a tank, that true damage will just slice through all the defense that you have.
Yeah, you see J-Jack here looking for potential pick with that Death Scepter. And Hawk, they're ready to follow up with some damage. But again, very passive start from both teams. Korea playing very slow here.
Yeah, I am just worried about the combo Korea's going to do.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Zenio, Malik, oh my goodness, Crixie, Mina, that's a nasty combo. We see, and then Korea is like the combo master of a team. They can execute their win conditions so well in these fights. So Chinese Taipei, they need to watch their positioning. Positioning is going to be absolutely critical.
Yeah, and you can see even at this top lane of the stage, I mean, right now, Korea's already got the gold lead, a couple hundred gold lead, and you see Korea trying to rotate down here, trying to find a pick, not going to get it.
Yeah, every time they're giving the Spirit Sentinel completely over to Korea. Or actually, no, sorry, no, Chinese Taipei actually got it this time. That's the first time they've gotten it first, so that's a good sign for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, but Korea now trying to position, get this Abyssal Dragon. Chinese Taipei in a good position here to engage on him.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Chinese Taipei. This is their chance here.
Yeah, good chance, but it looks like Korea, they're not just going to leave their Abyssal Dragon. Like, you know what? We're aggroed enough. Oh, now it's not. It's just going to reset
Korea
now.
is so smart. If that was Chinese Taipei, they would still try to rush the dragon, probably lose it and give up deaths. Korea, they know they potentially might lose that dragon and the fight. They back off completely. That's how smart Korea is. They don't take fights they know they cannot win most of the time.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei, I feel like they're trying to play that way, right? They're trying to be a little bit more cautious, but sometimes overly cautious. When they have these opportunities to go in, they were so cautious that they didn't commit to it. And right now, you see Star, so far the Preda pick, doing all right. You know, he hasn't lost any health so far. He's been out zoning with that Plague Spectre, as you mentioned. Clearing out the wave with it.
Yeah, it's good for Preda. Preda's pretty weak in the early game, so Preda is a monster when he is able to scale into the late game, doing so much burst damage, especially with that boomstick build. He's going to do so much zoning damage, so a lot of AoE damage. All his abilities are AoE. He also will do a lot of damage when he activates his ultimate, Disciple of the Plague. It will give him a lot of auto attack damage.
Oh, Benny might be down, and that's gonna do it. Rush gets first blood. Beautiful stuff on that Violet.
Benny, you gotta be careful with your positioning. Every time he's getting caught out and getting the kill there. That happened yesterday. They need to work on their positioning because Korea is punishing them every single time.
Yeah, now this should be a free Abyssal Dragon for Korea. Goal lead gonna spike up here. Yep, there it is. Almost 1,000 goal lead now in favor of Korea at the 3.5-minute mark.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei, this is your chance. This is the last game, guys. You have to recover from this here. You have to win this game to stay alive, or your hopes of the World Cup will be gone.
Yeah, Neil got to be careful here. Rush is coming in at him. Oh my gosh, barely dodging it. But oh my gosh, the grenade's gonna hit him too. And right now, Rush, can you close out Neil? He's got Hack to try to help him out. But here comes Chinese Taipei behind him, and Neil is gonna go down. Yuzan way too late. Rush in trouble here. Can they stop him? Oh, the Angelic Splendor to save the day. Yuzan is gonna fall as well, it looks like. And that's a double kill for Rush.
Man, Sun making such a difference with that Angelic Splendor, saving the life of Rush there. But honestly, Neil did such a good job in that bush, giving his team enough time to rotate and help him try to win that fight. But unfortunately, Korea was able to outplay them with that Zenio Angelic Splendor. Beautiful play by Sun there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens when you leave that Zenio on the board, right? Especially when you're on the red side. And now Sun, you know, he's pushing up the lane completely on the top side. And down here, you see Korea being aggressive in the jungle again.
Yeah, they're constantly invading the jungle. Chinese Taipei, they need to be able to respond to these rotations. So aggressive, constantly trying to deny jungle. If Korea continues to do this, they're going to put Chinese Taipei in such a rough spot again. Ooh, win.
Oh, get over here. Oh my God, beautiful Death Scepter. He's gonna try to get out with that Chaos Protection. The Moonfall is unable to
no. I was actually afraid for him because he didn't activate his chaos protection soon enough. But look at this. Chinese Taipei is going to get a kill on Sun potentially here. This is huge for them. And they're going to be able to push the turret, but there's no wave, unfortunately. Nice job, Chinese
and
Taipei.
J-Jack, he found the entrapment. And now the Lunar Champion's coming out. The next trap a little bit too close, though. Unable to catch the kill in that one.
That's exactly what they need to do. They need to play aggressive just like this. A wave is coming from top. They have to trade the tower here. Oh no, they're not going to try to trade top tower. They're going to go to mid lane here instead. And I think that's a big mistake. Hopefully Yuzon can get that top tower.
Beautiful damage coming out here on Rush. Thanks to it. But here comes the Moonfall behind it. And the shock to fall. And Benny's going to fall. And the Moonfall's still up now. Can they get a kill? They do get one as well. And now, look at that. 2 down for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, it is a bad time to die because your jungle is still up. They're going to take just one creep from the jungle. And Yuzon pushing his lane. He's getting fed though, so that's good. Irie is level 8. So with him getting fed, he's going to be able to hopefully carry into the late game. But that was such an interesting rotation there by Chinese Taipei. They should have just rushed the top tower, then rotate as an entire team through the jungle and then to mid lane. And then basically take the jungle farm and help you get back into the game. But look, they're behind 2K gold right now, and that's not what Chinese Taipei wants. They cannot be this behind because it's going to turn from 2 to 3 to 4 and more.
Exactly, and you see Korea, their rotations have just been so on point. You know, they get a couple kills, they immediately invade the jungle, take as much creep as they can, and then come back to lane again.
Yeah, the key is Zenio. I mean, honestly, Zenio can be countered. Although Angelic Spender has made such a big difference, Yuzon can literally stun him out of his Angelic Spender. He can cancel that ultimate. If Yuzon does that, he can basically minimize the impact that Zenio can make across the map there. And that's the key. He has a spin stun, and he also has his ultimate that can stun Zenio and stop Zenio from casting his Angelic Spender to go across the map and change the tide of these fights.
Yeah, and you see Korea, man, they're just pushing up this mid lane. They're keeping vision by staying in the brush over there. You saw that was J-Jack with the Mina. And look at that, Plague Scepter not going to hit anything except for just trying to clear out the wave, but that tower's going down anyway.
Look at that, they're giving up tower, giving up more of the jungle slowly, one by one. They are taking more, and all of a sudden you are going to be down to your high ground tower and choked out. Look at that, now it's a 3K gold lead for Korea.
Oh boy.
Go in here.
Yeah, big Moonfall again, and every single time it comes out, you just see Chinese Taipei retreating. It's doing so much damage to them. And look, they're trying to push the tower. They're going to get a tier 2 here, perhaps. They've got a little bit of minutes, but oh my gosh, Sun is outputting so much damage on Neil. Yuzon trying to defend him here. Yuzon may fall as well. Oh my goodness, Sun, 2-on-1, I don't care.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yuzon was tanking a lot of the tower rates. He used his Ryu ultimate to get that barrier, to get that shield, but he has to hit heroes for him to get more of a barrier. And as a result, they're not able to take that tower. They lose 3 towers. They're not getting anything. They lose a tier 1, tier 2 mid, and a tier 2 Dragon side tower as well. That is not looking good for Chinese Taipei here.
Yeah, beautiful turn there. They try to make a play, send 2 people to the top side of the map, potentially try to push that tower with Sun with that impressive defense there. And now Korea going to rotate down and get this Dragon as well.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 Abyssal Dragons stacked here. The stakes could not be higher for Chinese Taipei. You guys got to make it back here. This is your last chance. This is your last hope. Is to win this game and get a reverse sweep. Otherwise, you'll be out of the chance of running for that World Cup
Exactly.
trophy.
And now, right now, Rush, he is 4-0. He is such a threat. Zenial, the other kills on the Korea side with 2. And you can see here, they push up the mid lane. Chinese Taipei looking for a gank in that brush, not going to find one. Korea just rotating up, potentially setting up for something else. Either Spirit Sentinel, top lane tower, Slayer's there as well. They're just going to take the Sentinel and rotate up.
Yeah, they're going to try to get into this jungle here, waiting for a jungle to respawn. But look at this tower going to fall. Chinese Taipei need to respawn. They need to get a kill here.
Yeah, they're trying.
Rush is in a tough spot. They need to jump on him, but they're not going to be able to get onto him.
Oh my god, the Moonfall is going to take out Benny. Here comes the shock to follow him with the combo. Wins in trouble. He's going to fall. And oh my goodness, 3 down already almost. Can they get wins? Yes, they can. And then make it 4.
Goodness. What a crazy fight there. Neo basically made a mistake there. He ran into the Moonfall as Lindis. You cannot do that. And then basically Hack and Rush were able to easily focus him down and literally blow him up. That was not a good fight for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, now you can see Korea, they got a high ground tower. This is looking really bad. Yuzon, there's no way he's going to be able to defend against all 5 members of Korea. But Benny now with the respawn, Yuzon going to fall though right behind. That's practically an ace. And in fact, that'll be an ace in the series because Korea going to take it 3-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our second grand finals team here. There we face Korea showing us how dominant they are over Chinese Taipei. That is 6-0 over Chinese Taipei. Congratulations, Team Korea. They will move on to the grand finals of the Arena of Valor World Cup.
Absolutely astonishing performance from Korea there. Last night, I was in the player hotel and we saw them in the lobby. We came in really late and they were all grouped up in one little conference room there and just hammering out all the details of how they were going to plan out their day. And so far, so good.
Yeah, what a run though for Chinese Taipei. Unfortunately, they suffered defeat at the same opponents yesterday in the semifinal stages there. Decisive 3-0 yet again. This is devastating. Look at the number of kills differential. Korea with 11-1. Neil only 1 kill in the Lindis, and you can see Hack Rush doing so much work, but the story again has to be Sun this time. Chaser was the difference maker yesterday, but Sun is the difference maker today for Korea.
Yeah, without a doubt, Sun, with that Daniel had some astonishing plays there at the end of the game to help secure that victory. Chaser, though, still, his shocks have been on point to help all those combos to secure all those kills for the team. So I still think Chaser's an MVP on the team as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, we saw Star wasn't able to make that much of an impact, and that was the story for Chinese Taipei with, for example, the Max side lane, the Prada in the mid lane, just as not much impact that they could. Benny getting caught out and killed every single time. The story has been the same from yesterday to today. Chinese Taipei has to lick their wounds and return home empty without a World Cup. However, they have at least made it to 3rd place.
Yeah, 3rd place, still a respectable finish. It's pretty darn good here at the Arena of Valor World Cup. Here's the post-game breakdown. Korea looking fantastic as they move towards the grand finals against Thailand. What an epic rematch that is going to be. If you guys missed the set yesterday, it was a 3-0 in favor of Thailand, but so close in every single game.
Yeah, they definitely earned the win. I cannot wait to watch the rematch. This is Korea's chance to get redemption, to get revenge on Thailand here. So congratulations again to Team Korea.
Yeah, let's throw it on down to Matt. He is waiting with the winners.
Thanks, Rip. Thanks, Sujay, for all of your work throughout the Arena of Valor World Cup. Great work, guys. Great work, too. Ladies and gentlemen, our finalists, Korea! Jack, I want to seize on something that Rip pointed out. We had a long day yesterday. We all got back to our hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning this morning. And when we did, Rip and myself and the other casters, we saw you guys huddled up at 3 o'clock in the morning in a room preparing for today. How much do you want to get this whole win and be the world champions?
얼마나 이 승을 원하십니까? 이번에 결승전을 못 가면 저희가 팀을 해체할 각오로 정말 열심히 준비했기 때문에 꼭 결승전을 꼭 이기도록 하겠습니다.
We've prepared extremely hard to come here. We've decided that if we're not able to make it to the final stage as this team, then it might be the final moments as this team. And that's the idea and thought that went behind the preparation, so we are very prepared.
Wow, so this is it. If this team doesn't win the World Championship, we won't see you guys play together again?
그러면 이번에 우승을 하지 못하면 그러면 다시 못 보게 되는 건가요?
결승까지.
Up to the finals. Up to the finals.
Oh, so they got to the finals, so all is well. Okay, so big final is coming then against Thailand. You've dealt with Chinese Taipei. Thailand await. You had a good game against them yesterday. You nearly took a round and then they backdoored. It went 3-0 to Thailand. What will be different today?
이번에는 어떻게 다를 거예요?
이제 태국이랑 경기를 엄청 많이 했기 때문에 어제로 이제 전략이 분석이 다 됐다고 봅니다. 이제는 결승전에서 4-0 하는 모습 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
We played against Thailand a lot, and after yesterday's matches, we feel that we've analyzed them completely, and today we'll win 4-0.
Oh, it's going to be 4-0. All right, J-Jack, earlier on when I spoke to Shari, he said, coming second in this, you still win a good prize. You're going to beat them 4-0. Do you have any words for Thailand about what's coming?
그래도 태국한테 하고 싶으신 말 있나요?
태국? 태국, 다음은 너야!
Next, it's Thailand.
Yes, it is. He's doing my job for me. That's okay. J-Jack and Korea are in the grand final for the World Championship. Let's show you the bracket. Let's show you how the Arena of Valor World Championship will be settled. Korea in that 6-0 sweep over Chinese Taipei, beating them out 3-0 yesterday when we started these finals and securing their spot in our grand final with another 3-0 here. Thailand, though, they had a 3-0 of their own yesterday, early in the morning, and it was Korea who lost to them. That's what we're looking forward to, our World Championship final. It's Thailand against Korea. It'll be a best of 7, and it's coming to you next. Don't go anywhere. We will have a short break, and then the Arena of Valor World Cup World Champion will be found.